A report looking into allegations of overspending in a multi-million-rand streetlights contract is about to be released, and the city says those implicated in wrongdoing will be dealt with. Opposition parties say the eThekwini municipality paid 579 million in a matter of months to several companies to fix streetlights. Let's speak to eThekwini City Manager Musa Mbhele on this story. Mr. Mbhele, good morning and thank you very much for your time. You know, this case has been very difficult because information was coming from all quarters except the municipality. All we got from the municipality since then was a denial that the amount paid was 579 million without necessarily getting the exact amount that was paid. What can you share with us at this point?
Good morning, Fundo, and good morning to your viewers. The investigation, as you have correctly said, is nearing conclusion. It will reveal the exact figures. It will also reveal if there were any wrongdoings. So we will begin to release information with some certainty once that report is concluded. The report is already in the last stages of its development. We are waiting for the head of city integrity and investigation to sign it off. It's such that he's still held up in that other matter where he is a state witness, the matter that is taking place in court now. So we will be able to respond with some form of certainty there.
Will it be perhaps in the next 2 months, though, or 3 months? Because we have been tracking at least development in that solid waste tender where Mr. Nkon was testifying. So will it still be perhaps now in March or April? What are we looking at?
In this month of March still, we are talking probably in 2 weeks' time, because the report is it's just for him to do quality control and then he immediately sign it off.
Mr. Mbhele, now perhaps to take you to when you commenced with this investigation, what had come to your attention? Was it perhaps the blowing of the 2-year project budget in 3 months, or what exactly was brought to your attention that was suspicious and warranted that investigation?
Yeah, I think, Fundo, it's important to highlight the fact at this stage that our internal control systems are very resilient, and they are the ones that have led us to some red flags pertaining to that particular contract. We began to realize that the amounts that were being claimed against that particular contract were really beginning to become unreasonable. And 6 months ago already, we referred this report to the City Integrity and Investigations Unit. So when it came out into the media some few weeks ago, really we did respond that the matter is already being investigated, but we are the first ones who started off to identify it. So those red flags were already there, that there was a huge expenditure against what was originally budgeted for, and it was in such a short space of time. So we realized that, wait, there could be something wrong there, and we began to investigate it. So I'm therefore saying it is our internal control systems that identified the wrongdoing, and we began to investigate it immediately thereafter.
Perhaps for the benefit of those who have not been following this story since we first brought it to many others' attention, when we talk about the maintenance of streetlights, what exactly would be the role of the contractor in this instance? Because we've spoken to the likes of Action SA, who've actually stated that the contractor would not even need to go and buy light bulbs. They literally go into eThekwini's storage, take light bulbs and just put them in.
Yeah, this is an outsourced service. So we have the contractor. So the details of how the contractor obtained input to use, like the light bulbs, to use in fixing the street lights, whether he was supposed to have bought his or he used what was in our stores, it's really the subject of what we are investigating. If the contract was only to say that he must just fix those street lights, he didn't have to supply them, and he ended up doing that, but he overclaimed those, so that will become the subject of investigation.
Mm-hmm. You issued a tender because there was a purpose, the purpose being to light up eThekwini. You have since halted that particular program. What is the latest now? Is eThekwini lit? What is happening?
Yeah, the contract of fitting light bulbs is continuing. And remember, it wasn't one main contractor, it was a number of contractors that were responsible for this function. So we couldn't say just because we are investigating, let's keep the lights off. The city's lights are being fixed on an ongoing basis. However, we've got major problems as well related to vandalism of infrastructure, the stealing of electrical wire that is used for street lighting, and all those problems. So it is not 100% lit, but we continuously fix street lights on an ongoing basis. We are not stopping just because there is this investigation.
All right. Mr. Mbhele, thank you very much for talking to us this morning. That was Musa Mbhele, eThekwini City Manager.